before starting the today's class, first we'll say the prayer, then we'll start the class. All of you close your eyes and say the prayer along with me. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, open your eyes and also open your textbook, that is page number 54 in the language and grammar part, the activity sheet number 2. Here reading comprehension is there, so I will read out, just you observe it carefully. Read this passage and answer the questions that follow. The moon is a satellite of the earth. It goes round the earth. There is no air or water on the moon. Rocks found on the moon are older than most of the rocks on the earth. Neil Armstrong was the first human to walk on the moon. So some passage they have given here. Do you know that moon is a star or a satellite or a planet? Moon is a planet? No. The moon is the satellite of the earth. Satellite ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಉಪಗ್ರಹ. ನಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಉಪಗ್ರಹ ಯಾವುದು? ಮೂನ್. ಭೂಮಿಯ ಉಪಗ್ರಹ ಯಾವುದು? ಚಂದ್ರ. So the moon is satellite of the earth and it goes round the earth. What the work of the satellite? It goes around the earth. The moon will goes around the earth. The earth will goes around the sun. Isn't it? Okay. There is no air or water on the moon. Means on the surface of the moon there is no air and there is no water. That's why there is no living things on the moon. Why we live on the earth? Means in earth we can get the air, water sufficiently. Isn't it? We can get air sufficiently, we can get water on the earth's surface. That's why we are, means human beings and all the living things are living in the earth. Isn't it? But in the moon there is no air and water. Rocks found on the moon are older than the most of the rocks on the earth. Only rocks were there on the moon surface. Only rocks. The moon is full of the rocks found on the moon are older than the most of the rocks on the earth. Means even on the earth also there are some rocks are there, but compared to the earth the moon rocks are very older. Okay. Next, Neil Armstrong was the first human to walk on the moon. The one person was touched and kept his leg on the moon. Who is that person? He is none other than Neil Armstrong. See here, they have given the picture also. He is the Neil Armstrong. He is the first person or the first human to walk on the moon. He walked on the moon. Such a achievement, isn't it? Yes. So remember this name. Neil Armstrong is the first human to walk on the moon. In the general questions, you may get this question. So remember this name, Neil Armstrong. Okay. Shall we move next? Okay. See here. They have given some questions related to this passage. So what is the first question? The first question is the moon a star, a satellite or a planet? What is moon? Moon is a star or a moon is a planet or a moon is a satellite? Here they have given in the paragraph that the moon is a satellite. The moon is a satellite. So I will write the answer here. The first answer is the moon is a satellite. The moon is a satellite. Satellite andrenu? Upagraha. Next, what does the moon do? What does the moon do? Moon goes round the earth. Moon goes round the earth. The second answer, here I am writing only answers. So, All of you neatly copy these answers in your textbook. Moon goes round the earth. Clear? All the answers you will get in the paragraph only. In that passage only the answers are there. Is there any air or water on the moon? Is there any air or water on the moon? No, there is no air and there is no water on the moon. So write it. There is no air and no water on the moon. No air or water on the moon. Only rocks were there on the moon surface. Okay, next. Are there rocks on the moon? Are there rocks on the moon? Yes, rocks are there on the moon. So answer 4 is yes, rocks are there on the moon. Yes, rocks are there on the moon. All of you copying in your textbook, copy it neatly. Handwriting should be neat and clean. Next, fifth question. Who was the first woman to walk on the moon? I told you to remember that name. Who is that person name? Who first walked on the moon? Neil Armstrong was the first woman to walk on the moon. So write Neil Armstrong. The spelling is N-E-I-L, Neil. N-E-I-L, Neil Armstrong. A-R-M-S-T-R-O-N-G, Armstrong. Neil Armstrong was the first woman to walk on the moon. Clear? Okay, so I'll repeat once again. The first answer is the moon is a satellite. Next, answer 2, moon goes round the earth. Next, answer 3, there is no air or water on the moon. Answer number 4, yes, rocks are there on the moon. Next, answer 5, Neil Armstrong was the first woman to walk on the moon. Clear? So, neatly copy in your textbook as well as in your grammar book. Copy this activity sheet in your grammar book also. Shall we move to the next B main? Yes, here. Underline the nouns in these sentences. Write whether they are proper, common or a collective nouns. Underline the nouns in these sentences. Write whether they are proper or common or a collective noun. Do you know that what is the proper noun, what is the common noun and what is the collective noun? It's okay, I will repeat once again. The proper name means the particular name of a place, particular name of a thing, particular name of a person or a particular name of a place. Everything should be in the particular, proper. That's why we call it as the proper noun. For example, Geeta, Ramesh, Delhi. These are all are the proper noun. Next, coming to the common noun. Common means the name itself indicates that commonly we use some words. For example, boy, girl, yes, table, chair. These all are the common names. Commonly we use it. Isn't it? So that's why these are all called as the common noun. We don't know the particular name of that guy or that boy. So usually commonly we call it as the boy. Come to know that these are called as the common noun. Next, collective noun. Collective noun means the group of things, group of persons, everything, group of things. It may be group of persons, everything should be in the group. All together. Group means all together, not a single. All together we call it as the group. So, whole group we call it as the collective noun. For example, bunch of grapes. Here, the bunch is the collective noun. Come to know that? The bunch is the collective noun. And the herd of cows. Herd of cows. Here, the herd is the collective noun. And always, the collective noun should be in the singular only. It should not be plural. Not herds or not a bunches. Bunch. Collective noun should be in the singular form. Okay? Okay. We'll solve the exercises now. See here the first one. Don't eat all the grapes. Give me the bunch. I'll repeat once again. Don't eat all the grapes. Give me the... Yes, dear students, the third answer is you need to underline Taj Mahal and Agra. These two are the proper noun. Okay. Next, the fourth one. The boy could not find his dog. The boy could not find his dog. Here again, two nouns are there. Which are those? So, you need to underline the boy and dog. Boy is also one noun. So, underline it. And dog. Dog is also one noun. So, underline these two words. And see here, I told you, if you don't know the name means, how you will call? For example, suppose there is a one boy is there, you don't know his name. Hey boy, come here, you call like this, no? So, without knowing the name, we call means, that is the common noun. Yes, for the each and every boy, we call it as the boy only. And dog, dog is also common noun. So, you need to write common noun. Okay. Next, fifth one. That tree has many mangoes. That tree has many mangoes. So, you need to underline the tree and mangoes. So, the fifth one. Tree, mangoes. Underline these two nouns and name it as common noun. Tree is also common noun and mango is also common noun. We keep the name for tree? No. And for mangoes, there is a name for mangoes? No. Got my point? So, these two are the common nouns. Next. The shepherd is looking after the flock. The shepherd is looking after the flock. So again here two nouns are there. So you need to underline shepherd. S-H-E-P-E-P-H-E-R-E-D. Shepherd. Underline this one. And the remaining one is flock. F-L-O-C-K. So shepherd is common noun. Common noun, and the flock is the collective noun. Collective noun, flock. Shepherd is common noun and the flock is collective noun. F-L-O-C-K. Yes, understood? Clear? So first you roughly copy these answers in your textbook. Later you can copy into in your fair book. Next, turn the page number 55. Page number 55. Rewrite these sentences correctly with the proper punctuation. Punctuation means punctuation marks. Do you know that? So after completing the each and every sentence, there is a one mark. That marks we call it as the punctuation mark. Okay. Shall we see? The first one is the what a cold morning it is. What a cold morning it is. Which punctuation mark comes here? Which punctuation mark comes here? What a cold morning it is. For example, see here. See answers. Wow, what a beautiful sight it is. So wow, when you use wow, when you are extremely surprised or extremely happy, wow. So like this, what a cold morning it is. Enta cold morning illi yav mark barutandre exclamatory mark, ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಸೂಚಕ ಚಿಹ್ನೆ. So when you get surprised, that time you use exclamatory mark. So I will write the sentence, full sentence, that is what a cold morning it is. Cold morning it is. So put a exclamatory mark. When you are surprised, that time you need to use exclamatory mark. Next, I am feeling hungry. This is the simple sentence and common sentence. I am feeling hungry. Nange hasuvagta ide. So which mark you should use here? Punctuation mark. You need to put a full stop. There is no full stop in the sentence. Given sentence. There is no any marks in the given sentence. So you need to put that. Rewrite the sentences and put the punctuation marks. I am feeling hungry. So first you need to write the full sentence. I am feeling hungry. So you need to put a full stop, dot. Okay, next. Are you feeling cold? Ninge chali aagtideya? Which sentence it is? Here they are asking the question. Are you feeling cold? So which mark comes here? Are you feeling cold? So this is the question. For the each and every question you need to put the question mark. When you are asking something or you are questioning the one person, that time you need to complete the sentence by putting the question mark. Okay. Next, I had a nice birthday party. Which mark you will put here? Again, full stop. I had a nice birthday party. So put full stop. Just one dot. Next, what a lovely present it is. And why were you absent yesterday? These two, fifth and sixth. Fifth one and sixth one is homework for you. Homework, HW. So you need to solve by yourself. So think that and put a which marks comes over the end of the sentence. Okay. Okay. Yes. Understood? Neatly copy these all things in your fair book and read it again. Okay. We'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.